The US Supreme Court has cleared the way for raids based on racial appearance or place of employment to continue in Los Angeles. The six-judge Conservative majority overturned a previous order by a lower court that barred immigration agents from using racial profiling. Heidi Jo Castro has more from Washington, D.C.
This order from the Supreme Court's conservative supermajority was short and gave no explanation, but its impact will be felt swiftly. The Department of Homeland Security has already vowed to continue to flood the zone in Los Angeles with immigration agents. And now those agents should feel emboldened to continue targeting people by the way they look, who don't speak English and who work in low-wage jobs. That is exactly what ICE agents did earlier this summer when roving immigration police raided car washes and construction sites. Videos of Latino men being detained while screaming that they were American citizens went viral and was a major reason for the large protests in Los Angeles that led to Trump deploying National Guard troops and Marines. The Supreme Court's three liberal justices dissented, with Sonia Sotomayor accusing the majority of eroding constitutional protections. But this case is not over. Today's order from the High Court just says that ICE can continue to use skin color and language as a suspicion of immigration violations for now. Whether it can permanently do so depends on how judges rule on the merits of this case. And that is a slow process that will likely wind up back at the U.S. Supreme Court for the final word. Heidi Jo Castro, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Well, Claire Finkelstein is a professor of national security law at the University of Pennsylvania, and she joins us from Philadelphia now. Thank you so much for being with us. So this ruling has cleared the way for ICE agents to stop people or conduct raids based on racial appearance, language or job in Los Angeles. What do you make of this ruling? Is it surprising?
So for 50 years, the Supreme Court has been clear that racial profiling is a violation of the 4th, 5th, and 14th Amendments, most specifically a violation of the Equal Protection Clause, that everyone has an equal right, regardless of ethnicity, race, religion, and any other factor, to be free from unwanted police interference unless there is probable cause to believe that they have committed a crime. And what today's ruling does is to eviscerate that long-standing assumption and long-standing legal approach to the interference on the part of the police with the freedom of movement of individual Americans. Let's remember that when the police stop individuals, they will not just be stopping those who are here in the United States illegally. They will be stopping lots and lots of Americans. And what the court has done is to create a standard that supposedly operates below the level of the Fourth Amendment, saying that in immigration proceedings, it is not necessary for the police or federal agents to meet the probable cause standard because we're not talking about a criminal process, we're talking about an administrative procedure. But the effect will be the same because for many, many Americans, they will be stopped. They will be stopped on the basis of racial or ethnic characteristics, or as the court makes clear, they will be stopped based on whether or not they are speaking with an accent or based on whether or not they are working at a place where a lot of immigrants tend to congregate.
Claire, as you point out there, this will potentially affect all Americans. So does this erode everyone's human rights?
It erodes everybody's constitutional rights. So let's be clear about that. The constitutional framework that is in place for Americans is in place for everyone. It's not just in place to protect those who are in the country somehow illegally, but it protects Americans who are in the country legally from having to stop and answer lots of questions with police. So you may be a lawful American or a lawful resident and have full right to be where you are, doing what you're doing, and now the police have the right, or federal agents have the right in their attempt to enforce immigration laws, have the right to stop you, ask you about your immigration status, ask to see proof of your immigration status, merely because of where you are located or the type of job you work or the way that you look or the fact that you speak with an accent. Millions of Americans will fit that description. And so, yes, it reduces and compromises the constitutional rights for many, many, many Americans.
OK, Claire Finkelstein, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.